You just have to be willing to put yourself out there. And once you do, the magic will begin to happen. I'm happy to use my life as an example so that others can learn. You may have to let some things go before you become successful. Success looks different on everybody, and so does the process. Some of you want success but don't want to let go of the exact thing that's in your way of obtaining success. You can't have it both ways. Welcome to Living Your Truth with Tavares. Wow, thank you. I am living in my blessing. Thank you so much. This is great. Wow. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares, and as y'all know, I'm here every Saturday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. I want to say what's up to everybody up top, what's up to everybody in the middle, and what's up to everybody down here around me. Now, today we have a very, very special guest. Her name is Dr. Eboni Truss, as in Ebony We Trust. Dr. Eboni is the founder of the Unbecoming movement, where they equip leaders to rediscover what they were born to say and do so that they show up in the world purposefully, powerfully, and productively. Here she shares about leadership, success tips, purposeful leadership, productivity improvement, entrepreneurship, motivation, and of course the unbecoming movement. I'm so excited and so blessed to introduce to the world on the Living Your Truth podcast with Tavares, Dr. Eboni Truss. What's happening, doctor?
What it do, Tavares? How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful life. How you doing, Queen? What's good with you?
Same. I am blessed, and it is a good day to have a good day. Absolutely.
I know that's right. So we were talking briefly before we got into the show and about your energy. And Ebony and I, we met. Ebony and I. Hey. It kind of just slipped in there. I had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Eboni at the Thrive Summit earlier this year, around April. And Ebony, we had a meet and greet. And Ebony Dr. Truss, I should say, Dr. Truss blessed us with her energy, with her vibration. And I wanted to ask you, now that we're on the show, where does that come from? Is that hereditary from mom and dad? Have you always been like this as a child? What's the secret to your sauce?
Oh wow. Well, first of all, I gotta say thank you for having me on. I sincerely appreciate it. And Dr. Trust is not necessary. As long as you say the L, like Ebony L,
Hey,
it's good. Cause the L is sexy.
there you go.
So
Hey,
as long as you say the L, we good. We don't need the doctor. As long as you say the L, everything is all right. Okay.
Ebony L
So
Truss. Okay, it's sexy. Hey, I like that.
yes. So to answer your question,
Yeah.
The root of it, the source of it is just honestly, I just love what I get to do. I love what I get to do. I love the people I get to serve. I love that I'm called to do what I get to do, and so it's just I love it so much. It's just I want to do it all the time, and I want everybody who I get to do it with to know how much I appreciate getting to work with them, getting to speak with them, like all the things. Yeah, it's just a love for life and for people.
I knew I wanted to interview you because this is what I'm talking about. Your vibration, your energy, the frequency that you navigate on is inspiring. Dr. Eboni L Truss is also a consultant, a mentor, and again, the founder of the Unbecoming movement. Let's talk about the Unbecoming movement. I've seen this narrative around a lot of your social media platforms. Please elaborate on this.
So the Unbecoming movement is all about getting back to, and this is going to kind of hit my English majors a little bit hard, but
Okay.
it's all about getting back to who you be. Right. And so what that means is we spend the better part of our lives trying to fit into the molds that other people have cast for us.
Yep.
Right. So things that parents and teachers, those we admire, society, most every infomercial, right? Late night infomercial or clothing commercial, everybody is telling us we're not enough for whatever reason. And because we're not enough, we should look to be like or become like somebody else. When actually we arrive on this earth knowing who we are supposed to be. And so at the root of the unbecoming movement is conversation, is activation, it is opportunity to shed the layers, to take off the masks, and to get back to the place of understanding who we are authentically and our original intent. What were we designed, born to articulate, to do in this world? That, in a nutshell, is what it's all about.
This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Today we have the beautiful, the inspiring Dr. Eboni L Truss. We'll be right back after this.
Sit tight. We're paying some bills and we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, Tavares here.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
And you are rocking with us at Living Your Truth with Tavares podcast. Nikki, you know I love you, girl.
Hey, come outside. Check out my new car I just got from Riverside Premier Motors. They hooked me up. Riverside Premier Motor has everything you're looking for in a vehicle. Dependability, gas saver, mid-size, full-size, SUVs, and luxuries. Bad credit, no credit, bankruptcies, no worries. Financing is available. Riverside Premier Motors is a pre-owned late model dealer that provides customers with a complete automotive experience, Carfax, and competitive prices. Riverside Premier Motors is dedicated to customer satisfaction. We're passionate about our cars, and we intend on sharing that passion with our customers. Come by today and check out our affordable inventory of dependable cars. Riverside Premier Motors is located in Riverside. From the 91 East, take the 215 North and exit La Cadena. Or call us 951-682-7770, 951-682-770, or hit us up online, www.riversidepremiermotors.com.
Get your next nutrition coach at thebodysynthesis.com today. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am here with Dr. Eboni L Truss, and we're talking about some really great things about the unbecoming movement. And she said I could drop the L because it's sexy, so we gonna keep it sexy. Y'all know this is a very inclusive show, so everyone is invited. Everyone knows that this is a safe space to thrive and love in. So I love how you broke down the unbecoming movement. How did your journey begin? I know a lot of us have a story. And again, since you burst onto the scene at the Thrive Summit, I said to myself, her energy is something a lot of folks should aspire to be. And I could tell that it was also authentic. So let's go back to the beginning of how you got into the lane, or lanes, plural, that you're currently in. How did this start for you?
Oh, wow. Okay, so as far as entrepreneurship goes, I have always been entrepreneurial.
Nice.
It started with a lemonade stand when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
I saw it on, somebody had one on a TV show at some point, and I told my grandma, I was like, listen, I want a lemonade stand. And literally,
Nice.
She got me this little table. We sat it out on the corner. At the end of the block, she made the lemonade, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Nice.
So the next year, I sold Kool-Aid ices at the front yard. When I was 13, I had my own company called Rent a Kid, where I would rent my friends out to the older people in the neighborhood.
I'm done.
To do odd jobs for them. Yes.
What?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
I love it.
let's see. Yeah. So fast forward, probably almost every MLM that you could think of, Tavares. Oh my God. But then in 2010 is when just sort of randomly people just kind of asked me to come and, speak at their little small events and stuff. And I'll go do that, and I'm like, first of all, people want to hear from me. Like, what am I talking about? Like, what's so special about me? But I found that people began to see something in me that I didn't yet see. And so I spent some time just being very introspective and trying to figure out, okay, like, what is this that I need to at some point also see? Fast forward 2013. I wound up in the coaching, speaking, training space, started another business doing just that. And I started off sharing, like helping people to identify their purpose and then monetize it.
Wow.
So, I was just kind of following all the gurus. I became very expert-led, following all the gurus, doing, the hype, Tavares, right?
For sure.
You do this, do that, download my ebook, get my freebie, all the things, sign up for my coaching program, then you can live the life that I live. And that is like the genesis of this whole pursuit of being somebody else for me. Right. So, starting out the gate, it was all about purpose, discovery. Okay. And then eventually by the time, I had a few coaches, had gone to a few conferences, was a part of all the air quote it coaching communities. I had totally 180'd. I was doing all kind of other stuff. And then at that point, the whole get high-end clients conversation hit the marketplace. And so, of course, everybody was pivoting toward that to include me. Yep. And, it was just kind of this whole charade is really what it was, because the manipulation, like all the tactics that I was being taught by the experts didn't really sit well with my level of integrity. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I understand it's getting the job done, but at what cost? At what price? We're making people feel bad just to sell them a coaching program. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And I was a part of one experience. A friend of mine, Tasha L. Glover, she has an L too.
Nice. Keep it sexy.
L. Glover. And she was talking about how she had been praying about some stuff. And what she got during that time was people are trying to brand who they want to become instead of who they were called to be. Yes. And I read that and it hit me. And I was reminded of what the original intent of me being out here speaking was about. It was about purpose.
That's right.
It was about helping people to identify how they are uniquely them and then doing something with that. And so I spent, a few years detoxing. Okay. I got off of people's lists. I unsubscribed. I unfollowed. I did all I put myself in a bubble because I was like, I need to not hear other voices because they are overshadowing my own voice. They're overshadowing the most important voice right now. So I need to understand what my voice it sounds like, what my voice is supposed to be saying, because there again, people were coming to me not always because of what I was offering, but because it was just me.
It is.
People would come to stuff because it was just me.
There it is.
So I was like, okay, what does that mean? What does that look like in real time? And so I spent time doing that, and then saw that there were other people, especially women, oh my goodness, who were dealing with the same thing. I'm covering up who I am in order to fit somebody's mold, in order to fit somebody's ideal, in order to perpetually be pushing toward this other person, this quote better version of me that's out in front of me somewhere off in La La Land. No, how about I celebrate myself right now and I express to people who I really am right now in the moment, and then give them the opportunity to watch me evolve and celebrate every stage of my evolving as I get to know myself better.
There it is,
and
y'all.
We called it Unbecoming.
There it is, y'all.
It.
Woo! Ebony, you killing them. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am on with Dr. Eboni L Truss. We'll be right back.
It takes a certain kind of man to run a farm and ranching business in California. It's not just a living, it's a way of life. And before you can be that man's banker, you'd better understand that way of life. That's why employees of Chase Bank like Bill Hillebrand spend some of their time outside of the bank. They pull on their boots, roll up their sleeves, and find out firsthand what ranching is all about. So no matter what your business, get to know a banker who knows what the business is all about. A man like Bill Hillebrand, a bank like Chase Bank, JP Morgan Chase, N.A., member FDIC.
What you say?
I heard it through the grapevine.
Remember, practice positive self-talk. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself.
Yeah, this is your girl, Remy Martin from the Terror Squad.
And you're listening to Living Your Truth with Tavares. What's up, Remy? This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am back with Dr. Eboni L Truss. She's dropping gems, y'all. Y'all know how we do here every Saturday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. We drop gems. We give people their flowers that are well deserving of it. And Dr. Eboni L Truss, you got to say the L because it's sexy. She is on point. Eboni, you've been breaking it down. I'm going to shout out some of your socials here. Y'all can check out the book, theunbecomingbook.com. Get that. And she also is on Facebook at facebook.com/yourunbecoming, UN becoming, traditional spelling. And then, of course, on Instagram.com/Eboni, EBONI, the letter L, TRUSS. That is Instagram.com. Eboni L Truss. And then, of course, her YouTube.com/@You're Unbecoming. Eboni, you're all over the place. You're on LinkedIn, you're on Facebook. I mean, you're all over the place.
I gotta do better about my social, but I am all over the place.
You are all over the place. And I love that. And that goes to my next question. Being so busy, carving out your own lane, discovering your voice, as you said in the previous segment, which I love very much. You also hit on a few other things about people are promoting who they want to be versus who they are. I love that as well. I definitely subscribe and I relate to a lot of that. So when it comes to your social media, how do you find the time with all that's going on with the nuances of being a business owner, being a scholar, being seeked after to do public speaking at several engagements across the country? Where do you find the time for social media? Because I struggle with this.
Well, I might not be much help because I do too. Right? I really do. You know,
We can struggle together.
I know we on the same struggle bus because listen, I think that I have like this low key real issue with social media.
Go ahead, talk about it now.
Because you know it's the place of becoming.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the place where people take their masks. It's the place where people pick up new masks, unfortunately. You know, where they put on these facades. And because of that, they can't see.
Talk about it.
I remember one Christmas, my younger son, he wanted an Iron Man mask, right? Okay. And so we got him one, and he would wear this mask all the time, right? Okay. But the issue is that when he had the mask on, he couldn't see. So he would like trip over stuff, and when he really needed to be able to see stuff, he would have to pull the mask up to be able to talk to us properly, to be able to see things. You see my hand, right? To be able to see things properly, right? So it's akin to that, right? We wear these masks, and because of the masks, we can't speak like we're supposed to speak.
Mm.
We can't see what we're supposed to see.
Mm.
We can't navigate life the way that we are supposed to navigate life.
Speak on it.
Because we're wearing this mask. But the mask looks good, right?
Right.
We ask for it because it looks good. It looks fun. It's what everybody's doing right now.
Right.
And that's the shadow, right?
Yep.
The shadow that's cast, in my opinion, and it's just one Black woman's opinion. I'm not the average.
Which is a lot.
However,
that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it is the place. It is the root. It is the cause of so many people thinking because so and so has this Instagram life that this is how it's supposed to be, especially like some of the younger generation.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like I'm Gen X, Like we just out here like whatever. Like we knucking if we bucking. Like Gen X stuff, like we don't even whatever.
Period. Yep.
But the younger millennials, what is it, like Gen A? Like they all of their esteem is placed into the smartphone. Like
social media platform.
Social media app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
All of it is just in there. It's just they are so inundated, and they have been from almost from birth, really.
Oh yeah.
The facade.
Oh yeah.
That the facade, the lie, seems like truth.
Oh yeah, the parents have Instagrams for babies and other things, pets and all that. But for mainly their babies before they're even out of the womb. So a lot of kids grow up actually with the Instagram account already in existence. So when they get their first iPhone, mom and dad's like, "Hey, keep in touch with me through your DMs on Instagram. Here, let me show you how it works." So they come into life thinking this is actually a component to surviving. Like it's essential to their survival. So I definitely feel what you're saying because I love the analogy and the metaphors you use about the mask. You talk in one of my love languages. I talk about the mask often on my show. And so we're going to get more into that the next segment. We're going to pay some bills real quick. I am here right now with the beautiful, the intelligent Dr. Eboni L Truss. We will be right back. Gotta make this money and pay them bills.
You know what a burger should be? Pure fresh beef that doesn't go on the grill until you say the magic words. A Whataburger, please. Then they make it the way you want, with thick slices of ripe tomato, crispy lettuce, onions, pickles, mustard, ketchup, or salad dressing, all stacked up on a hot toasty bun. That's what a burger ought to be. But times have changed. Now most places make a burger fast before you even walk in the door. See it under the heat lamp, pre-cooked, pre-assembled, and pre-packaged in that non-biodegradable box. That's a burger today. Zip here, strip there, and a little secret sauce. Instant burger, and it tastes like it. Luckily, Whataburger still makes a hamburger the way they used to. Hot and fresh and loaded with all the good stuff you want. Hey, check it out for yourself. Here's how. Drop in at your friendly Whataburger at Magnolia and Garden Grove Boulevard in Westminster, or the great new Whataburger at 153353 MacArthur in Irvine.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We are here with the lovely Dr. Eboni L Truss. We say the L because it's sexy. We were about to get into a little bit more deeper conversation. I was talking about, Eboni mentioned the masks and the story she mentioned about her son. And I definitely gravitated toward that because Eboni, when I think about the masks, you're right. Many of us have worn them. I never heard the analogy with like social media, but that's a really good analogy because I do agree with you. I think people go to social media platforms and no specific one, but I believe they go on some of these platforms and all of a sudden the ego and the super ego is created, right? And they're only showing, let's be clear, people are only showing the good stuff on these social medias. Every now and again, like on Facebook, I get some friends who are very transparent, and I appreciate that because I feel like it adds to the fibers of just the human being, right? Because we're so inundated with social media, screens, the screen time on these cell phones. I mean, they're like pocket computers. So when you talk about the mask, I love that. How often do you see in your line of work, especially as a consultant and as a mentor, especially as a mentor, right? How often do you come in contact with these individuals who are struggling with removing the mask?
Oh my goodness. A better question is, when don't I? Because,
Okay.
because there again, it seems normal. This is what we do. You know, we have a work persona, we have a home persona, we have a club persona, we got a church persona. It's normal. It's normal for us to pick up and put down masks all throughout the day and all throughout our lives. It's what we're taught to do, both overtly and covertly. Absolutely. And so it's almost like a symbiote. You know, what's that?
What's that?
Spider-Man movie.
Oh,
you know, where he has the symbiote, right?
Yeah.
It's attached, and it does not want to be removed or separated or whatever. It's
correct.
The same thing, because it's so uncomfortable. People are so used to not seeing themselves that it's uncomfortable to look at themselves, right? So the mask seems better. When my child put on the Iron Man mask, it made him feel like Iron Man, right? You know, he jumping up stuff, he running through the house, he doing his thing, right? And so in taking off the mask, now I feel regular. Oh man, you know, now I'm Clark Kent. But Clark Kent was always Superman.
Period. He was.
He could have been Superman all the time because that's who he was, Clark Kent. The mask was the fake part.
Correct. Wow. I like how you break that down.
Fake, not Superman.
I like that.
And so if everybody could just catch the reality, catch the truth that we're each supermen and women. Oh my goodness. What if each of us encouraged the other one to take up all of their space? But see, here's the issue. We're taught this whole scarcity thing. So if I take up my space, then that just automatically means that the other person's gonna have less space. That's not true.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's not true. But we're taught that, right? So now I'm uncomfortable being all I get to be. Oh, now you're being arrogant. Now you're being prideful. That's some BS. No.
You know, I was laughing earlier because, and thank you for that very great breakdown. I was laughing earlier because when you said we have a different persona at the club, we have a different persona at church. And look, in another life, let me just say, we would party on Saturday and we'd be in the church house on Sunday, and you would see the same people from the club, from the VIP after hours spot, sipping on their Henny.
When you're right, sir. Yes.
And you see them, including me, in church the next day. So to your point, yes, there definitely is several different personas that we pick up and put down throughout the day. But I love what you're saying. Love yourself. Be more focused on who you are authentically, and let that be the light that casts out, especially as you're navigating through the darkness, right? Because it is easy to get caught up in the ego, the super ego. I've been there. I have had another life in another, time zone where I did some pretty incredible things that led me to where I am today. But there was a moment in my journey where I can say my feet definitely left the ground, and it took me a while to come back down. Everybody, we are here with Dr. Eboni L Truss. We're going to pay some bills. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We'll be right back.
Beachgoers all know the best way to start the day. It's breakfast at Burgers West. Breakfast is cooking at Burgers West every morning, while you can just about smell the fresh hot coffee brewing up and down the beach. Try their sun-up sandwich, cheese, eggs, and 2 ounces of sausage on a hot, fresh bun for only 99 cents. Burgers West, 1794 Beach Boulevard in Huntington Beach. There's a whole bunch of farm fresh 2-inch thick omelets to choose from. cheese, sausage and cheese, chili and cheese. Just great with Burgers West fresh hot coffee, down home mouth watering biscuits, and southern fried taters. Breakfast at Burgers West, it will set you straight for the whole day and get you going on your way. 1794 Beach Boulevard near Pacific Coast Highway in friendly Huntington Beach. Great quality eating at down home prices. See for yourself if they don't have the best darn breakfast along the entire coast. Open at 6 a.m. every day of the week. Burgers West. Great meals at great prices.
Try to keep that in the spotlight.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am here with Dr. Eboni L Truss. She's been breaking it down. She's been blessing us, dropping gems. Eboni, you're a consultant. You're a mentor. You're the founder of the Unbecoming Movement. Let's talk about Eboni, Dr. Eboni L Truss, the mother. You mentioned you had a son. Yeah, let's talk about, because look, as a professional entrepreneur, let's be very clear, as a professional entrepreneur and being a Black queen, the journey is real, right? I'm not going to say the struggle is real because I clearly know that you've overcome the struggle. Like you've been grinding. You're a doctor. You put in that work. When it comes to motherhood, and would you say motherhood is probably one of the most courageous careers that you've had thus far?
Oh, man. Yes. Oh, my gosh. I love it. I love it.
I can tell you lighten up. I can tell.
Yes. And I was gonna say my babies, but they actually aren't babies anymore. Like my oldest son is 19, my youngest son is about to be 15, and
nice.
So they're getting old. Not me. They're getting old.
Correct.
But I'm not.
There you go.
However, yes, I love being a mom. I carried a lot of mom guilt for a long time.
Okay.
Because, I was building, I was in school, I was doing all these things while they were small.
Yeah.
Right. And, I would tell myself, I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for them. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember several times where it was like one time, my oldest son, he was about maybe 4 or 5, and he came in one day and asked me to come out and play with him. And I was like, hey, I'm working on something. I can't right now. And he's like, man, like you're always working. And just walked out kind of sad.
Oh.
And, and so I would have moments like that. And I mean, so much so, Tavares, that when Mother's Day would come around, I'd be like, nah, like y'all just do whatever, because I don't deserve a Mother's Day.
Wow.
Right. And there, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, on Mother's Day, I pulled my 2 sons to the side and I said, listen, like y'all, I need to apologize to y'all because I have not been at stuff. I've not participated. I've been, I haven't been present basically. And my older son, he was like, Mama, I don't know what you're talking about. Wow. And I was like, what? He was like, you have been a great mother. He was like, and I don't think there's anything that you can't do.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. Then he said, get this, Tavares. I burst into tears. He said, Mama, y'all are like my best friends. I don't want to be around y'all all the time, but, y'all are my best friends. You have been a great mother. And my youngest son concurred. And It was in that moment that I was like, first of all, perspective, right? And, I didn't, while it is true that I didn't take every single opportunity, I wasn't as present as I probably could have been, they still received from me what they needed, right? I was still there for other things, and I was majoring on the minors.
Okay.
I was majoring on the minors in my motherhood, and I had to realize, okay, wait a minute. I can either spend the rest of my life regretting, or I can just take where we are right now, live it to the fullest, and look forward to grandchildren. Make
know
up
that's
for it
right.
with the grandkids, doggone it. At some point I will be somebody's grandmother and I am going to spoil my grandkids completely, right? And at the same time, still be spoiling my sons. They're even though, there's time that has passed.
Of course.
There is no time that has to be lost.
I know that's
and that's
right.
the difference. That's the difference, right? And so, yeah, being a mom, love it, would not trade it, would not change it. Oh my goodness! Now, again, they're older, so I'm kind of like transitioning into my rich auntie era.
Yeah.
But when I go into the grandma, it's
that's
gonna be
right.
a whole other situation. Oh my goodness!
Yes. Oh my gosh!
Yes.
I love the way you lit up and you light up when you talk about motherhood. I love that. I love it because first and foremost, you're a queen. You're a Black queen, and we understand. I understand this world, this country was built on the back of Black women. I know that.
Come through.
Okay, I know that. Many others may have a different opinion, and that's fine. They can hold on to that. But I understand exactly what it means in this space, this country, and how it was built and how it was sustained through all those hundreds and hundreds of years. Everybody, we are here with the talented, the beautiful, the mother of the century, Dr. Eboni L Truss. This is Living Your Truth. We'll be right back. When I think about struggling and I think about it being my job to correct that, I think about how many times I complained and didn't do anything about it. This message is for anybody who understands that they are struggling with something. Now, here's the thing. It is your job. It is your responsibility to show up to this struggle, to acknowledge this struggle, to take inventory, and then to figure out a plan. Because it is your job to overcome this struggle. Now, if I'm always complaining about it and not doing anything, at what point does that really become my problem? Like, am I adding to the problem? Because I'm just complaining about it. And so we can't leave it up to other people to help us if we are not helping ourselves. I recently experienced this with somebody. And all I got to say to this person is, go get help. Because you have told me over and over and over and over and over how many times you have been struggling. You've told me about your backstory, your history. But yet I look at you and still you do nothing. I mean, you just do nothing. You sit around and you think that you can coexist in a world because what? Nobody sees your struggles? Well, guess what? You see your struggles. You know the struggles. So while you're out here trying to coexist amongst the world, you are suffering in silence. And then eventually you lash out because you are frustrated with yourself. You're not frustrated with the people around you. You're not frustrated with the world around you. It's no one's fault that you're not doing what needs to be done except your own. For anybody out there right now struggling, and I mean this with a full and gentle heart, do something about it. Stop talking about it and be about it. Your joy is your job. Handle it. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I'm here with Dr. Eboni L Truss. The L is for sexy. Y'all got to know about it. And we were just talking a little bit off air, and I wanted to give Eboni her flowers on the show as well as off air. And I was just saying to her, hey, as a professional, as a Black queen, as a Black mother, as a Black business owner, I mean, all these things, a Black entrepreneur representing for the females, you know that there's a lot of hurdles that have to be cleared in order to be where you are. And let's not be like this is something new. What I'm saying is this is what a Black woman, this is her experience. But I want you, Eboni, to elaborate a bit when it comes to clearing those hurdles.
Wow. Man, I'm gonna try very hard not to get emotional around that.
Go for it. It's all good.
But yeah, so lots of them. Again, it goes back to living into other people's opinions, right? Living into other people's expectations. And so, man, living around that, not only just experiencing it, but also seeing it. It's just, and then, you know, being a mom to two Black men, right? Being married to a Black man, right? It's just, it's almost like, even if you wanted to get away from it, you can't.
Correct.
Right. And so it's like, all right, what do we do? And one thing that I recognized early on, as much as I'm entrepreneurial, I'm also a revolutionary.
Nice.
Like, I was born in the right time, because had I not been, I had it been a different time, it probably would have been a whole different thing, right? Definitely. And so I can remember when George Floyd was murdered, and it was like the last straw.
Definitely.
It was too much. I had just reached a boiling point, and my husband, who was normally like the safe space, he was just as angry, and just, so I couldn't even like go to him, because he was fed up too. And I remember going out into our garden, and I was just, oh my gosh, I was boo-hooing, just crying. I was so angry. I was on social, and I'm seeing, you know, people who I thought were friends, right, saying all manner of foolishness, and I'm just like, y'all crazy? Like the whole, and so I reached out to my mentor, and I was sharing with her, and she was like, okay, Eboni, it sounds like you know what God doesn't want you to do, but have you like asked what you're supposed to do? And I was like, oh my gosh. And so just in my garden, I'm just meditating, I'm just sitting out there, and I get this download of a business idea.
Okay. That
would bring African American men and women together for mutual economics. Right.
Okay.
And yeah, it was the whole thing. And so what I learned from that experience is kind of like, I'm a big Marvel fan, so forgive me. But when Uncle Ben tells Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility.
I remember that.
Right. And so it's like, okay, how can I channel what was meant for evil, for bad, for whatever, and recreate it, to spin it differently, so that it helps a whole bunch of people, right? As much as these types of things hurt a whole bunch of people, how can I reverse that? How can I, fix it, if you will? And those are the types of things that I seek to do. And man, the economic development that I have had the opportunity to be a part of here locally, things that I get to do, internationally, as a matter of fact, but specifically locally and domestically, it's like, oh wow, like this is what it's about, right? It's not about sitting and just like saying, well, I can't because they against me and this or whatever. No, we, especially us, Black people, we have a history of being able to successfully climb mountains.
Absolutely.
To be in the trenches, to come out on top. That's just like in our DNA. And so it's whatever situation I find myself in, how can I come out on top? And not just me, but some other folk too. How can I make this a group effort, a group celebration, a group movement? And that's how I jump hurdles. I jump them with other people. Right. Nice. This is African proverb, and I don't want to mess it up, but if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And that's the thing. We want to go far. We want for our DNA to stay in the earth for another millennia. Absolutely. So we do this thing together. Yeah.
I just love the way you talk. I love the way you break things down. You really go into depth. It's not hard to understand, and you just hit right there. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We're going to be right back so Eboni can go ahead and drop all her socials for everybody listening. This is Living Your Truth, man, and we have a great one on today. We'll be right back. Hey, Tavares here from Living Your Truth with Tavares. Always take time for your mental health. You matter. You are very important, and many people love having you around. So take the time for your mental health. I know life can get crazy. I know we all get busy. I know we got to be here, there, here. Oh yeah, and can't forget that meeting. I get it. But take the time to give yourself enough time so that you can cruise along into your day and about your day. There's no need to be playing catch up throughout the day. We all hate that feeling. I know I do. I can't stand rushing. It gets on my last nerve. So I do myself the honor and the privilege of giving myself a bit more time just so that I don't have to rush. There's no need to build up all that angst, all that cortisol inside your body, all that adrenaline. It's not good for you. So give yourself the time and have a great day. We'll see you next week. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I'm here with Dr. Eboni L Truss, and the L is for sexy. I want to thank you, Eboni, so very much for being here. As we just shared a moment off air, I was sharing with Eboni that it is just so powerful and inspiring to be interviewing a Black female doctor, and that we need more Black female doctors in the field, in the practice, as well as Black doctors, men. But Eboni, just thank you for being such an inspiration, such a vibration that I can gravitate toward, that I can learn from. Right? This is very important to me. So I just want to thank you. And please let the folks know where they can follow you online.
All right. Well, the best way to hang out with me is by going to eboniltrust.com. As Tavares said earlier, that's Eboni with an I, not a Y, and Trust with 2 S's and not 2 T's. Nice. And there you'll get access to everything. I am available to speak. I am available to keynote, train, that kind of thing. There's also consulting. There's the book, everything, literally everything that I am involved in and a part of, you can find on eboniltrust.com.
Thank you so much. And y'all remember, Eboni is the founder of the Unbecoming movement, where they equip leaders to rediscover what they were born to say and do so that they show up in the world purposefully, powerfully, and productively. Here, you can also find that she focuses on things like leadership, success tips, purposeful leadership, productivity improvement, entrepreneurship, motivation, and of course, again, the Unbecoming movement. Dr. Truss, this has been truly a treat. This has been an honor to rock with you for the last 40 minutes. I just want to thank you for inspiring my life today. Truly, you've done that. You have unpacked some really cool subject matters that we were able to dive into. One of my faves, hands down, was your breakdown on motherhood and the hurdles you had to overcome to be where you are. So congratulations to you, Queen, for not quitting, for never giving up, for looking, even the nights where you probably were tired, your eyes were closing, and you kept the book open. Thank you for those nights. Thank you for that part of the grind. Thank you for all the tears, the blood, the sweat. Thank you for the opportunities you knew you had to sacrifice in order to be where you are today. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Tavares. You are absolutely and utterly amazing. I appreciate what you're putting out into the world and how you are giving people like me a platform to be able to share. Your energy is off the meter, and I'm gonna feed off of it for the rest of the day. Thank you for giving me my flowers as I live, as the old folks say. Yes.
There you
so
go.
much for having me.
Oh, honor. And would you please do me a blessing and come back later on? Is that cool?
Oh yes. You just say when, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right on. And I love your response. So much enthusiasm. Everybody, I want y'all to give a nice warm welcome and applause to Dr. Eboni L Truss. And the L is for sexy, y'all. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We will be right back.
Next time on Living Your Truth with Tavares.
Excited to be alive. Have enthusiasm about your life. On the next Living Your Truth with Tavares. Be sure to email us at livingyourtruthpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're on Twitter, we are at LIVINUR Truth. And if you're on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, we are at Living Your Truth Podcast. You just have to be willing to put yourself out there. And once you do, the magic will begin to happen. I'm happy to use my life as an example so that others can learn. You may have to let some things go before you become successful. Success looks different on everybody, and so does the process. Some of you want success but don't want to let go of the exact thing that's in your way of obtaining success. You can't have it both ways. Welcome to Living Your Truth with Tavares. Wow, thank you. I am living in my blessing. Thank you so much. This is great. Wow.